Laura had always been on the outside. Back then, we saw it as Laura being a willful child, a difficult child. We didn't really know then what we know now about what was really going on for her, what she was really experiencing, what this behavior was trying to tell us. She was feeling so alone and so sad, and she was retreating to her room, but not in a healthy way, in a lonely, sad way.
I felt so worthless and empty because I had no friends. Like, I would go into class and not talk to anyone from 8:30 to 3 p.m. So I spent a lot of time, even in kindergarten, alone. I think it was just the feeling of rejection, and I felt empty. I had nothing to live for. So I decided that the best course of action would be to just take my own life so I could end it, because if you're dead, you don't feel anything. You're just not there.
Laura was in her bedroom, and that's when she took about 100 Motrin. It was hard. It was a hard experience in the emergency room. Where we were, that hospital wasn't equipped really to deal with that. There were nurses and there were doctors, but they weren't experts. It's the hard part. She was trying to hang herself from the curtain rod with a rubber tube. The security came and they forced her into her bed and they sedated her while I watched. I think when you hear your child tell you she feels nothing, it's heartbreaking. We just wanted to help her, but we didn't know how.
Because nothing was changing, nothing was getting better. I did have good days and bad days, so days where I felt better, and then days where I was really suicidal and actively looking for something I could use to harm myself or kill myself.
You start to believe that nobody can help you. She ran down the street in her socks, and Laura was going to jump off the bridge. And we got her back in the car and we took her to Children's. And that was the best thing we did. To have someone like a psychiatrist say to you, she's in pain. It just opened this door for us to walk through and understand where we need to help her.
They decided that it would be the best if I went to the long-term stay, where they could evaluate me for a prolonged period of time and really get to the root of the problem, what was going on.
At Children's, she was going to get the help that she needed. But what we didn't know was we were going to get the help that we needed. And I could go home, that I didn't need to sleep outside of her door, and know that she was safe with people who cared, because I never felt judged. And they never judged her, and they spoke to her gently and kindly. Like she was a person who was sick. I felt relief, I felt calmer. It's a lot to carry. I thought I was the only one that could keep her safe. If we start to believe that this is something we did and our fault, then how can we be strong and help our child? If I could tell parents who are struggling with their children, is to try to find a way to find the meaning behind the behavior. So it takes a lot of work, but if you can listen and hear what they're trying to tell you, I think they're always trying to tell us something.
I think I smile a lot because some of the things that have happened to me are just too painful. And one of the things they taught us in therapy was that if you smile, you trick your brain, and your brain thinks it's happy or it's funny. So I just try to smile. Makes it more bearable. You know, just, it will get better, and there's so much more. Now, I think I'm just happy. I'm content with my life, who I am, where I'm going. And I still feel those things sometimes, but I'm able to work through it and push and get there.
I think great things are in store for her. Children's gave her that.